Alright, welcome back guys. One of the things I wanted to talk about today, the main thing, is the state of this game when it comes to casual players. And I wanted to make sure that everyone understands I'm not trying to be overly negative or overly positive for this video. I just want to share my opinions and what I've been seeing and maybe get other people's opinions along the way. I will essentially be sharing what I've noticed happening to the casual players that I know recently, and sharing myself as a casual player, kind of just seeing my experience recently with the game, and especially up since the release of Season 2. So without further ado, let's get started here. One of the first things that I want to show is the Wolf Pack. So if you go to Pack, you go to Members, I've got 43 out of 45 members, but we see that 4 days ago, 20 days ago, 27 days ago, and this is the pack elites, and then you get down to this, and you've got people from 3 days ago, 6 days ago, 8 days ago, 9 days ago, 10 days ago, all the way to 22 days ago. So you have essentially, from what I see within the guild, a high turnover rate, even though I try to kick the people that have been inactive for 10 days or longer and invite more players. I have just noticed that players do not seem to be sticking around during this game, which is something a little bit strange. But once we get past that, we look at what are the main things that you can do in this game as a casual player. Also, welcome Pack. Just working on a video right now, so I might not respond as much. Essentially, two of the main things to progress in the late game are Calamity Ops and Expanse, as it shows you on the screen. They are also really hard modes for casual players. Now, I will say that I am at a greater disadvantage than most, because I have been saving my pulls. Like, from the beginning of the game, I haven't done my pulls, because I want to find a character that's with a build that's perfect for me. For me, that would be Pulse Rifle and Light Grenade Launcher. For you, it might be something different, but I just want to hold on to my resources until I find a character that I actually like playing. Imagine that. But I realized that because of that, it will give me a little bit more challenge with this game, because limited characters do in general tend to be stronger, and essentially what I'm working with here is Yolder at 64k power and Ningfei at 67k power for my endgame. I even tried to be efficient by making them share a weapon in order to get their power level up together in a way, and then using raid weapons to make sure that I have a weapon that I can guarantee get up. And then for Yolder, because I haven't been very successful on drop rates, they share this weapon, and then I use the Partridge Sky, which we got for free from the event. So I've been trying to be efficient and use weapons that are easily accessible. That would make the most sense for casual players, and it makes a lot of sense for me, you know, sharing a weapon and then using easily obtainable weapons. This is the easiest way I can see for casuals personally to do this. So even with doing this, and then there's artifacts. Artifacts, I try to do the Expanse, not the Expanse, Chaos. I do find Chaos really fun to do, and I do really enjoy it. So that is one good thing, is that I do enjoy Chaos. And I can upgrade a little bit of Gilding Power, but I'm still trying to make a decision. Problem is, so I do Calamity Ops and Expanse until I'm stuck, as everyone should, right? They should get as far as they can until they're stuck, as this is the biggest source of endgame rewards. So this is what you should do. Once you're done that, you should check, the event shop. We get events. This event specifically is for paid players. All of these are, you have to pull for the character. Without pulling for the character, this is not an event for you. You don't get anything from this event. And then you have Pandora's Wheel of Fortune. This is like the free-to-play event in this game. You log in, you do stuff, you get certain rewards, including some high-tier material. I guess my point being with all this is that it is already very hard to even get one character up to the point where they can do endgame activities. And then at that point, if they're not the right character for the endgame activity, they'll have a way harder time. So what I'm understanding is casual players are going to have a really tough time with the endgame. It's not the end of the world, but also it makes me not see any reason to spend any money, because you can't spend a little bit of money and fix that problem. You would have to spend a lot of money to fix these problems. So what you can do for the time being, like what I recommend casual players do for the time being in order to be efficient. In my case, I also happen to play Shadow Shaper Duels and make content for that. I really love the card game, but some people might not. They might not love the card game. So the most efficient things you can do is to clear Calamity Ops until you get stuck, clear Expanse until you get stuck, do the event to the best of your abilities. And one thing that I like about the bounty system, they actually do this bounty system better than some other gacha games. So you have high value bounties here, 4 of them. You can get up to 12. So these bounties are the main source of pull currency that you get in a game. Like, as a casual, you will probably get around 20 pulls per month in the game. As a more hardcore player, you could get upwards of 30 pulls in the game. These are just the numbers you're looking at when you combine Expanse and everything else. This is roughly what you get. So at a pity of 60, a casual player should expect to get at least one copy of a limited unit once every 3 months. And with these high value bounties being the best ways to earn them, this is good because this is easy. And you can stack up 4 of these bounties a day for 3 days. So you can essentially play once every 3 days and get this pull currency possible. So what I recommend doing for casual players in order to not get burnt out, to get the most bang for your buck, is to do these 4 bounties, like to wait 3 days, log on once every 3 days, do the 12 bounties all at once, do Chaos, because Chaos is a lot of different missions for 10 stamina. Like the artifact grind is something everybody needs to do. And one of the other reasons I recommend doing Chaos is that it levels up the Battle Pass. Because for the Battle Pass, let me just show you guys here. Some of the missions, some of the quests that are the most easily completable is spending Pinnacle Energy. So every time you spend 80 Pinnacle Energy, you get plus 75. Now you can do this as many times as you want. You can do this as many times as you want, which means that you can indeed log on once every 3 days. And then in addition to that, you can also use characters to complete adventures. So an adventure in Chaos is quick, meaning you'll get a lot of these plus 50s per day. So you could log in once every 3 days, get a majority of the pull currency that you need in the game, and level up your battle pass the most that you can get. I will say that the game is still really good, it is still really fun, it just seems to be doing its best to make things hard on casual players, which whether it wants casual players or doesn't want casual players, I don't know. I enjoy the quality of the game, so I'm just gonna keep playing, but until I find something that seems valuable, I'm gonna stay free to play. That's just, and I don't go free to play on every game. Some games I support more than others. This game has very many offers, and for that reason it is a little bit confusing for me. So many offers, and I don't know how that'll help me immediately as a casual player. So currently I'm not doing anything. I'm logging in once every 3 days, doing some Shadow Shaper because it's fun, spending Pinnacle Energy, and doing Chaos. Apart from that, doing your 3 times Gauntlet Onslaught, your 3 times Legendary campaigns to get the most rewards before they diminish. So if you do that, plus you mix in a little bit of, say, Iron Commander in here. I currently have my crew dispatched for Iron Commander. There's 2 hours left on this. So this will get you some materials, otherwise make sure to spend your keys, kind of stuff like that. And other than that, yeah, the best you can do, play Iron Commander, spend your master keys, your frontline keys, play a shitload of Chaos once every 3 days to complete all your bounties, farm some artifacts, and level the Battle Pass. And just do Expanse and Calamity Ops until you get stuck. And after the point you get stuck, Just say, okay, I'll do it later. Make sure to use the event to the best of your ability to clear with the character you like. Don't let the game pressure you into pulling characters you don't like just because they're more powerful. If you really like playing Yolder, if you really like playing Ningfei, play those characters. Like you'll see for me, I'm a living example of this, right? The characters I have are all standard mythic characters. I don't have a single DLC character, like at all. I have Ningfei, I have Yolder, and I have Tantu. And I have a shitload of pull currency that I'm sitting on for when they release a character that I actually like. A character that has mobility, pulse rifle, light grenade launcher. That is what I'm looking for. When I see that character, I'll spend my pull currency. Until then, I'll save it. And it seems like I've done the math. I'm probably going to get roughly 20 pulls per month. That's fine by me. A copy every 3 months. It is what it is. Maybe they'll be more generous, maybe they won't. And then once I get these guys to a higher power level, I'll be able to clear more stuff, and I'll be able to get a little more currency, and it'll kind of just be uphill from there. Yeah, I do still think this is a very great game. They've just made their game, chosen to make their game tougher for players and casuals in general. If that's what they wanted to do, fine. I'll continue to play, as people should, like every 3 days, so that they can get their pull currency if they want to stick with this game. They can do their weekly 3 times. Their keys, just make sure to use their keys. Log on every 3 days to do all your bounties. And spend all your 360 stamina on Singularity Chaos. That will level up your battle pass really fast, even if you're logging in once every 3 days. So that's how to keep your account current until more events and stuff come in. This is my experience as a casual free-to-play player, but let me know your experience if you're a casual player, free-to-play or not free-to-play, just if you're casual in general, how the game is for you, and if you found any of these tips helpful, because my goal is to kind of try to get more casuals to stay in the game so that this game can still thrive. If anyone's feeling a little bit burnt out, this is a guide on how to not get burnt out. Just kind of keep your account on maintenance mode. Do Singularity Chaos. It is really fun, and it looks very visually appealing, especially when you get that gravitational pull perk. Oh my god, that just looks very appealing. So I just like doing Singularity Chaos, getting all the silly little buffs and abilities. And yeah, from one casual player to another, just take it easy. Follow my guide and let me know how it is for you. I'm hoping, for better things ahead. I hope they'll listen to the feedback and it'll get easier. If not, just maintain your account as much as you can and look forward to whatever raids they release. The raids are their most fun content, their onslaughts. Those are my favorite content. So yeah, I hope you guys have found this helpful, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.